Okay, it's very exciting. It's less than 10 minutes to go. Let's do this. Now hopefully, just by talking like this, it's not going to be too loud and it's not going to overflow anything. Hello, there's the music. Is that any better? It probably was OBS, I'm going to blame OBS. So I'm going to be going live in 7 minutes and counting. It might be my mic settings, I'm not sure, but hopefully that's better now. Okay, so we've only got about 1 minute left. So given the fact that my introduction using Snape normally takes about 30 seconds, I just thought I'd stay here for a little bit longer and I can chat to you, which is really exciting. So I know that Chivalrous Tube is pretty active in the chat at the moment. I don't know quite who else is. I do know that Blue Lady is watching at the moment, but she does have a bit of a problem with her chat. So if you're in the chat, please do say hello if you can. If you can't, if you can reach out some other way, maybe Facebook or text message or something like that, if you are friends with me, then do let me know. Right, I think we should probably get cracking because I've got a bumper show for today. Gawain McGregor's just said hi. I am going to go live right now and then say hi properly. Oh, well, that was interesting.
Live stream dedicated to magic, and it's ready to start. It promises a magician and a talking elephant. How frivolous.
How frivolous?
It seems that real-world magic is ready to start. Surely you have better things to be doing. No. Well, I suppose we might as well get it over and done with. Let's cue the fire, shall we?
Hello. Well, that didn't work. One of the common monikers about this channel is that I mess up nearly every week. If it wasn't messed up, I'd be like, wowee. So yeah, hey ho, hey, never mind. It's a bit of a laugh. So hello everybody, welcome back to Real World Magic, where we make your life more magical. Do you like my hoodie? Yeah. Ask me about my YouTube channel. You don't need to because you're here. So, you know, whatever. Hi, welcome back to Real World Magic. We make your life more magical here, and the whole point is that it's just a bit of a laugh, really. So I wouldn't worry too much about technical problems. You know, it's standard, really. Really sorry about my hair as well. I know it's kind of bonkers. It's really getting to the point now where I just kind of need a lawnmower. Right, why is there a Real World Magic logo on top of the Real World Magic logo? Is there? Oh, you know, there really is. Good. Well spotted. Honestly, that's really... I mean, if you want a third one, there you have another one. That's the Christmas one there. I actually don't know, you know. I really don't know. It might be because possibly I've got this... There we go. Should we do that? No, let's not do that. That's dreadful. Well, that didn't work. Help! Who turned off the lights? I don't know. I'm trying to sort it out right now, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to unless I do that. Can we do that? Did that work? That worked. Awesome. Katie Christensen's just popped into the dungeon, I guess. Sounds all very wrong. Kaylee Christensen, hello Chivalrous Tube, hello to you. Laura Trigger is also in the house as well. Gawain McGregor is here. We've got Blue Lady. She was actually the first one in chat. Weirdly, she was in chat and she said hello there, and then something happened and now she can't use chat, which is really weird. Anthony Gary's there as well. Hello to you. And I think, is that everybody? I'm fairly sure that's everybody. That one was 4K. Wow. Bring that one back and remove the Santa hat. I don't know what... No. I'm just going to leave it because it works. It's fine. Golly. So we have a bit of an extra special thing today. And it's called Spooky Story Time. It's time for a story. Yeah. So we're going to be doing Spooky Stories time in just a little bit. But first of all, I just wanted to say hello to everybody. So these are my wonderful patrons, so they get a bit of a priority. So my patrons, members, wonderful, wonderful people, Artemis, Blue Lady, Chivalrous Tube and Kaylee Christensen. Most of them are here today. I know that Artemis is sort of in the southern hemisphere somewhere, either New Zealand or Australia, I'm guessing, judging by the accent. And so it's probably very, very inconvenient to be on the live stream right now, because she's probably asleep. So, but, you know, I did give you a shout out, so hello to you. Right, let's get rid of that one. I have a bit of a cough as well. Not a serious one. If you want to become one of these wonderful people, you can head on over to patreon.com/realworldmagic, or you can also visit my website, as it's sort of going across there really slowly, realworldmagic.net, where you can get some awesome benefits, such as 10% off all of my merch, and you can also get some of these digital prints for free as well. I will be sending out the new Banshee poster to members who are already members, so I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of a heads up right now. If you want to become a member, you can get that poster for free. So that was my latest video that dropped this morning, how to draw a Banshee poster. If you want that for free, I'll send over a free upload, which is pretty cool. I think that's pretty neat. So yeah, that's the benefit for you guys. So let's get rid of that. Yeah, I know. So Katie Christensen's just gone, ooh, yay, yeah, you get it free. Weren't expecting that. Wait, well, maybe you were, I don't know. Okay, let's get rid of that. And I think, is that everything for now? There is one more thing. Hold the phone, I'll be right back. Ugh. I got one of these recently. Yeah, it's the Cricut Maker. It's basically a die cutting machine that allows me to cut stuff out. Kind of like a plotter or a Versacam, and it cuts things out. So it'll make my my cutting out of labels, which takes forever when I'm making up potions. You know, I get scissors and I'm sort of takes a long time. So those things, or that machine, once it's all set up, it'll be able to print. Well, it won't be able to print, but it'll be able to take printed stuff and cut it all out. So that is going to be a bit of a game changer. I'm just going to be able to click print and then go off and do something else while it's cutting it out for me. So that'll be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that. It may also mean that I'm going to be able to sell stickers and stuff like that on my website, and I'll be able to sell t-shirts that I can make myself, cups, engraved stuff, potentially printed stuff. Yeah, loads of really awesome stuff. I'm really looking forward to going kind of bonkers on that. That wasn't a fart, by the way. That was a motorbike going outside my window. So there you go. The Cricut machine helps you cut crickets for a perfect dinner, said Chivalrous Tube. Yeah. That was a bit of a delayed reaction. It's more of a... No, it's not one of those. It's more of a... Or a...
Oh my God!
So no, it's not that. Yeah, so it's a Cricut machine. That's the brand name, and it allows you to make some pretty nifty stuff, like cutting out vinyl and burning wood and all that sort of stuff, etching stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. It should be fun. It does look like I'm really lagging over here, so I'm going to just refresh it. Hopefully I'm not too bad. So what do you want to do first? Do you want to do the real or fake, or do you want to do the spooky story time? What do you think? Let me know. So we've got Lynn Kirby here in the house as well. Where do I'd do one of these as well? Yay! Chivalrous Tube said, I'm looking forward to it more than you are. What, the Cricut machine? I don't think that's possible. I've got to wait until Laura moves out of the office, and then I can use her desk. She's got a new job. So congratulations to her. Real or fake, save best for last. I'm not sure what that means. So you want to do real or fake first and save the best till last. Okay. Bit presumptuous about the story time, but there we are. You're not lagging on my end. Oh, that's good. Okay. Yay, Laura. Yay. Go me. So, yeah, we're all just going to celebrate your success. Well done, babes. Okay, so let's do some spooky story time then, I guess. It's time for a story. Okay, so I've just started some sound effects, some atmospheric sound effects. This is very good. So this has been submitted to our website. I think, unless they want to reveal themselves, that this person wants to be anonymous. Okay, so here we go. Now, bear in mind, this is written on their side, not on mine. Okay. When I was about 5 years old, my brother and I were playing in my grandma's house upstairs in the bedroom. My brother is a year younger than me. As we were playing together, we were aware of a man standing by the window. He talked to us and asked us questions about the things that we liked. We weren't frightened of him, as he seemed nice. There was a cupboard in the bedroom, and the man wanted my brother to go into it. As the man opened the cupboard door, I looked inside, and all I could see was black nothingness. Now, a bit of a sort of side note, I've had a bit of an update today that the brother noticed a bit of a black tunnel going down. So, bit of an interesting discrepancy there, but let's move on. What I mean is, I didn't see the inside of the cupboard, which I should have, since it was daylight. I saw literally nothing. This scared me, and I told my brother that he mustn't go in. Almost straight away, we heard my auntie calling us down for tea. I think that means a cup of tea rather than dinner. As we went downstairs, we asked her who the man was upstairs. Our auntie looked very confused and said that there wasn't a man upstairs, and we said, yes there is, we've just been talking to him. She then rushed upstairs to check, and he wasn't there. So she actually grabbed a poker, apparently, and she ran upstairs with this poker to sort of fend this intruder off. Anyway, she asked us lots of questions about what he looked like and what he was wearing. Years later, we found out that our granddad had died in that room, and what he was wearing was typical of what our granddad used to wear. My brother and I remember this incident even today, some 60 years later. In fact, they talked about it just today. With reference to the cupboard, I have a theory which I formulated over the years after careful consideration of these events. My brother was a poorly child, and when he was young, he wouldn't eat very much. I believe that if he had gone into that cupboard with the man, my aunt may have come upstairs and found my brother's body just lying there. And my response, and bear in mind, she was 5, and my response would have been that the man came and took him away. Spooky. What do you think? Let me know. I'm going to knock that off. That was awesome. Thank you ever so much for your submission. That was brilliant. Now, either I'm lagging a lot, or everybody was so engrossed that they didn't want to type anything, which is cool. But what do you think? What would your reactions have been in that situation? Because I think I probably would have freaked out. Admittedly, at the age of 5, I'm not sure I probably would have done. I probably would have just taken everything at face value. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, congratulations, Laura. Thanks, Kaylee, Laura said. So, yeah, congratulations on your new job. That is fabulous. I know you've been working towards it for a long time. So, that is Spooky Story Time. I hope you enjoyed it.
It's time for a story.
You know, it's not time for a story. We've just had the story, but you know what I mean. So maybe I'll do a top and tail stinger thing. Yeah. I thought that was really cool, and we do also have another one for next week as well. Now, if you've got any of your own stories, please do submit them, because I don't want to have to keep on writing my own. It's going to get kind of boring. But I think it'll be really interesting if people start submitting their own stuff. So if you've got a story, please head on over to realworldmagic.net. Not that one, the other one is coming up really slow. Please visit my website. All you have to do is to type in on the website under the ghost stories bit, and it doesn't need to be very long. It could be fairly short. It could be as long as you like. If it is really long, I might need to edit it, but that's fine. Head on over to realworldmagic.net, submit your story, and I could read it out on the post or on the live stream. So that'll be cool. I'm still not fully convinced it's your voice. What, the creepy story time, or spooky story time? That is definitely my voice, I promise. Does it have to be a real story? Ideally, yeah, ideally. I mean, the thing about the ghost stories itself is that they're always a bit subjective anyway. I only had that one, although I do remember a green lady story that is fairly short but very spooky. Ooh, I wouldn't mind that. That would be good. Yeah. So, I mean, if you do have any stories, please do submit them and we can all discuss them. I think that'd be fun. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that one. And, yeah, if you haven't already, please do click that like button, subscribe, ding the bell button to be notified of future uploads. And let's get going, shall we? Let's do some real or fake, I think. But before we do, I haven't said hello to Frank yet. So, hello, Frank.
Hello.
Hello, how are you doing? You all right?
Yes.
Yeah, you were on my other live stream earlier, weren't you?
Yes.
Yes, but not for very long though.
No.
No. For anyone who hasn't already seen my previous live stream today, I did a little, very, very short one, just where I made the spooky storytime stinger thing.
Yes.
And we also said hello to Frank very briefly, didn't we?
Yes.
And we said hello to all the patrons and stuff, or at least the ones that were on at the time, yeah?
Yes.
Yes. So I think maybe you need to say hello to everybody.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello, Artemis.
Yeah, you always start out with Artemis, who's never there.
No.
No.
Hello, Mum. I mean, Blue Lady.
Yeah, you need to get that right, mate.
You need to program the buttons properly.
I do, actually. I need to probably edit that a little bit.
Yes. Hello, Chivalrous Tube.
Hello, Chivalrous Tube.
Hello, Kaylee Christensen. Hello, everybody else. If you want me to say hello to you personally, you need to be a member. Sorry.
Hi again, Francis.
No.
No, it's not Francis, is it?
No.
No, what's your name?
I forget.
You don't forget.
No. Ha ha. I'm funny.
Not really. He pulled an Uno reverse on you and told you to fix it yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. Janet Gents just sent, I don't know whether you can see that, we probably can't actually, just sent, hello Frank.
Hello, Mum. I mean, Blue Lady.
Yeah, you shouldn't call her Mum.
No.
No. And Katie Christensen said, hello Frank.
Hello.
Gosh, slow reactions today.
Yes. Thank you.
It wasn't a compliment, Frank.
No.
No, right. So I think we've got quite a lot of real or fake today, haven't we?
Yes.
So I think maybe if you just have to disappear off.
Why?
Because you need to get ready.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye, Frank.
Goodbye.
Right. So we do have quite a lot of real or fake today. So let's get cracking with that then. Chivalrous Tube said, how many? How many real or fake? I'm guessing is probably what you mean. And there's 10 today. My beverage of choice is cherry Coke with a little special surprise. Very nice. Okay, let's go on with real or fake. Number 1. Now I do have a script here. Okay. Some of these, even the real ones, are bonkers. So, for those of you who haven't already seen, and I think most people have, maybe Gawain you haven't, so I think you're probably the only one that hasn't seen this before. So the way that real or fake works is I show you an image and I tell you a little bit of a story, and you tell me whether it's real or fake. So you just, if it's 1, then you say 1, and then either real or fake. So this is number 1. So is this real or fake? What do you think? And Honey's just popped in.
Wowee.
I know. So hello to you, Honey. We are literally just starting real or fake. So this is number 1. Okay, so let's play Real or Fake. Okay, so first up today is this ridiculous fact, but is it real or fake? A sirloin steak is called a sirloin steak because King James I of England, who's also the King James VI of Scotland, once knighted his dinner.
Wowee.
But is that real or fake? Okay, so legend goes that around 400 years ago, during a dinner at Horton Tower near Preston in Lancashire, King James I of England, who was also King James VI of Scotland, was so impressed with his steak that he drew his sword right there and then, and he knighted it, proclaiming loudly, "Arise, sirloin," which over the years became sirloin, as in sirloin steak. I know, mad. But is that real or fake? Okay, so Chivalrous Tube has said, "Oh dear," not sure what that means, and Honey has said hi. So as far as I can see, either I'm running slow, or no one's responded. Laura's come out straight away saying fake. Now bear in mind, although she's my wonderful wife, she hasn't got a clue what I've done with real or fake. She never does. Well, I wouldn't say never, but often she doesn't. Okay, Blue Lady said, "It sounds wacky enough to be real." Okay, fair enough. So Chivalrous Tube and Kaylee Christensen have both used their little emojis because they're both members, and they've both said fake. So we've got Laura saying fake, Gawain saying fake, Chivalrous Tube saying fake, Honey saying fake, Kaylee Christensen saying fake, and Blue Lady all out on her own at the moment saying it's real. I'm guessing that's what she's trying to say. And am I accident? No, hold on. I don't want. My watch is like trying to dictate everything I'm saying. I don't want that to happen because Blue Lady can hear me fine. But in fact, you know what? I'm going to take that off just in case. And I'm also going to take out my phone so that I can properly read the messages, so that's fine. Okay. The oh dear was in regards to your special drink. Oh, okay. Well, yes, I do have a little special tipple. It's a Copperberg cherry rum and cherry cola. Only for big boys and girls. Okay, so slow reactions. Now, is this real or fake? One last time of asking, what do you think? Okay, so Blue Lady is the only person here who is saying real, which is going to surprise everybody else because
this one is actually real.
Really?
Now, this one really surprised me. According to local legend, that's exactly what happened. Historians do find it a little bit strange, as in they don't find any hard and fast documentation to prove it, but there were several accounts at the time that that's exactly what happened, and that's why it's called that. So yes, a sirloin steak is called a sirloin steak because the loin itself was knighted by King James I of England, which is is also utterly bonkers. I think it must have been a steak and meal. I guess he was probably a little bit tippily. Can I change my answer to real? I was just about to, said Laura. No. The risk she took, worth it in the end. I know. Well, this is the thing. So, Blue Lady is the only person that currently has 100%. So I did say I didn't think that anyone was going to get 100% this time. Simply because some of them are utterly bonkers. So, shall we move on to number 2 and see if Blue Lady can get 100%? I'm fairly sure she won't, but there we are. Right then, so here is a long one. So if it's real, type 2 real. If it's fake, type 2 fake. And let's do this. Ooh, very spooky. So you can do that while I'm reading, by the way. Just put it in chat if you can, or text me. Tee-hee, educated guess, said Blue Lady. Fair enough. I'm going for 100% wrong, said Laura. Okay, well, that's something to aim for, I suppose. Okay, so here we go. Have you heard of Ong's hat? So it's a well-known it is well known on the internet as the portal to other dimensions, but is that real or fake? Okay, so Ong's Hat is a place reportedly named after a man who was so drunk one time that a lady whipped his hat off his head, stamped on it, and then threw it into a tree, and the hat stayed there long enough that it was lodged in a pine tree for many years, and the tree itself became the landmark for a village that sprung up there. It was kind of more like a tiny hamlet, or specifically more like a hut. And that hut... people still search for the hut because it's said to be the portal to another world, and the reason for that, well, let's say, is that real or fake first of all, shall we?
Real or fake?
This one's behind your chair, is it? Oh yeah, no, I see that. Yeah, my chair is actually in front of the image. Yeah, I know, I've updated things. Isn't that good? So the reason for this belief is that the Institute of Chaos Studies was formed at Ong's Hat by two people who were both kicked out of Princeton University due to, and I quote, seditious nonsense. They formed the Institute of Chaos Studies and set up a lab there. They built a machine that was supposed to be able to shrink down to the size of an atom so that they could study the quantum realm. But it was more of a sensory deprivation chamber, so it was able to travel between the worlds, or different dimensions, I guess. And legend says that it actually worked. Now, this isn't about whether it did actually work, whether that is actually real or fake. My question is whether or not swathes of people every year spend days hiking the Pine Barrens of Pennsylvania looking for a hut that could be the portal to another world. Is that real or fake?
Real or fake?
Okay, so Chivalrous Tube has said fake. Actually, no to real. Gawain said real. Laura said real. Kaylee said real. Now, according to the literature, if you're to believe this, the people who disappeared, because a whole bunch of scientists apparently disappeared into this alternative reality, sometimes come back to get books, computer equipment, and coffee. Yeah, coffee. So is that real or fake? Final time of asking, I think.
Real or fake?
Okay, so Blue Lady has responded and said 2 is real. Chivalrous Tube said, after a bit of a faff, real. Gawain said real, Laura said real, and Kaylee said real. So I don't think anyone's being fooled on this one. It is.
This one is actually real.
Really?
Chivalrous Tube said, if it's fake, you must have had a lot of time to write that one. I wouldn't be too fooled by that, by the way. Yeah, I'm not going to say any more about that. Yeah, and also Blue Lady said, I think Bigfoot lives there, which is fair enough, I suppose. It's a real shame that she's not able to contribute to the chat today. I don't quite know what happened. I think it was a bit of a technical problem, because I sort of went live and then it sort of messed up, so I stopped it and then went again. And I think maybe she's stuck on the first iteration of it. I'm not quite sure why or how, but there we are. Okay, so yes, that one is actually real. So let's move on. I'm serious. Oh, okay, so Ong's Hat, she thinks that Bigfoot lives there, seriously. You know, there was a bill going through about Bigfoot hunting season. I think it was in Minnesota. I'm going to need to look into that. Was it Minnesota or Missouri? I'm not sure. But they were going to pass a law about shooting Bigfoot, which I always think is a bit worrying because, you know, if there's a quadruped and it's standing up on its hind legs, you don't want to go shooting at it in case it's a very tall human. So I think that's a case where Americans are a bit too gun happy. So let's move on with number 3 then, I guess. Okay, watching too much TV will make your eyes go square, but is that real or fake?
Real or fake?
Okay, in an article in The Lancet, they did a study based on people with astigmatisms. They found that if someone uses a flat screen like a TV, monitor, tablet or phone for more than 8 hours per day, they will have a 22.6% higher chance of getting a misshapen cornea called an astigmatism. This causes the warping of light that goes into the eye, which then blurs the image on the retina and reduces visual acuity. So according to the paper, the foveal focus required for watching moving images on a single flat screen or a flat plane alters the shape of the eye over time because of the stress and the strain of moving. The researchers found that this happens in two directions in people who watch flat screens due to the muscles needed to hold focus in one place for a long period of time. Since this squeezing was in two directions, it leads to the lens of the eye becoming boxed like a cube and the front of the eye becoming effectively like one of those planes of the cube, so like a square, meaning that the old adage of watching too much TV does give you square eyes, and it is actually true. But is that real or fake?
Real or
fake? Chivalrous Chew said, fake, I would be a Lego figure by now. Fair enough. Gawain McGregor said, it's real. My nose is really itchy. Kaylee Christensen said it's fake, and Laura, who used to work at the Bristol Eye Hospital, says it's real. I don't think Blue Lady has come through with anything yet. Oh, yeah, she said 3 is fake. Okay, so I don't think we've got anyone to wait on right now, so I think we should just go straight into it. Then I'm saying 3 is real, said Chivalrous Tube. Okay, you've changed your mind to real.
I'm afraid it's a stinking fake.
No, it's made up. I made all of that up. I know, it sort of sounds pseudo-scientific, but no, it's utter nonsense. Okay, so number 4 then. Sorry, Chivalrous Tube, you shouldn't have caved into pressure like that. Number 4. Now, this one is quite another long one, so while I'm reading this, you can just type in the chat the number 4 and either real or fake. So here goes. A man in Italy has invented striped paint. Nevio Verdano of Naples has invented a kind of rainbow paint that uses a very specific molecular structure. Using a kind of carbon nanotube effect in the drying process, this spray-on paint builds up microscopic towers of paint molecules, one on top of another. The paint itself is very slightly magnetic, and so the airborne molecules land one on top of another. This leads to microstructures, and this semi-translucent pigment then This semi-translucent pigment then refracts the light through the wall of the microscopic tower of paint. This means that since each tower operates at slightly different densities, it causes a multiple refraction of light, and so according to the aligned magnetic orientations of the paint, it causes striped paint. Is that real or fake?
Real or fake?
Laura said, haha, bad luck. I'm an occupational therapist, not an ophthalmologist. Yeah, fair enough. And you tricked me, said Chivalrous Tube. Kaylee said 4 is now real. Chivalrous Tube said real. Okay, so a little bit more information. Verdino said that the first spray of the airborne paint initially has nothing to align to, and so it uses the magnetic influences around it. This is quite a wordy article, by the way. And so it uses the magnetic influences around it, meaning that it can be affected by household electricity wires or electrical equipment that give off EMF or electromagnetic frequencies. If none exist, so no wires, no electrical equipment, I suppose, if none exist, he says that the paint itself will align with the magnetic field of the Earth, meaning that each application of his striped paint will look unique depending on where in the world the paint is applied. But is that real or fake?
Real or fake?
Okay, so we have Kaylee Christensen saying it's real, Chivalrous Tube saying it's real, Laura saying it's real, Janet Gent saying it's fake. Okay. So far, I think actually, Blue Lady has got 100% right so far. Gawain says it's fake, and Blue Lady says it's fake too. So I think that's everybody. Are we ready?
I'm afraid it's a stinking fake.
Oh. So Chivalrous Tube, I'm afraid that I'm changing to fake. Wait, no. So, yes, you changed it and then you changed it back again. Dude, God dang it. Yeah. Sorry, yes, I know, Blue Lady, I called you the wrong name. I apologise. It's because you're not that on my phone. I don't know whether anyone got that. So I noticed as soon as I said it, and I just sort of thought I'd go with it. I thought I'd just rush through. So yeah, that one's actually a stinking fake. I made it up completely. It's sort of, again, using pseudo-sciencey nonsense. I guess the science in theory could do that, maybe, but no. It's the addition of the word carbon nanotube, isn't it? That's what got everybody, I think. But no, I just made it up, so don't worry about that. Okay, so number 5 then. Bonobo chimpanzees are called bonobo chimpanzees because of the spelling mistake of the word bonobo in bonobo chimpanzees. I like saying bonobo chimpanzees, which is why I'm saying it. But is that real or fake?
Real or fake?
So yeah, bonobo chimpanzees are called bonobo chimpanzees because of a spelling mistake. Is that real or fake? So this one is down to the place in Zaire where bonobo chimps actually originate from. But it's not called bonobo, it's called bolobo with an L. And in the 1920s, researchers there captured some specimens, or some bonobo chimpanzees, and packaged them up in some crates. But the shipping crates themselves had the place of origin written on the crate, except that they spelt it wrong. They spelt it bonobo and not bolobo. Therefore, the researchers at the other end who opened the crates, they were different researchers to the people who packaged up the crates in the first place. And so the people who wrote on the crates bonobo, the people at the other end thought, okay, well, that must be what they are. So these chimps were then classified incorrectly when they got back to England. Is that real or fake?
Real or fake?
Okay, so this is number 5. Kaylee has said 5 is fake. Chivalrous Tube has said 5. Whatever Blue Lady said, she's wrong for the both of us. What did Blue Lady say? She said 5 is fake. Okay. So yeah, Blue Lady has said it's fake. So Chivalrous Tube, do you want to change your answer to fake, or do you want to stick with real? Laura said got to be true. Now, bearing in mind that I know I'm married to Laura, but she does not know. She honestly doesn't know. I haven't shared this with her at all. Some weeks I do, some weeks I don't. But this week, she doesn't know any of it. So she's got just as much of a chance as anybody else, I suppose. But if that's your strategy, it's not a very good one. So, Chivalrous Tube said, I'm sweating. Gawain McGregor said real. And I hope, regardless of whether it's real or fake, I hope no one's cheating and Googling, because I know I'm giving a reasonable amount of time. Okay, so we've got Chivalrous Tube saying, I think you're saying real? Such pressure, I'm going to stick by real. Okay, so Chivalrous Tube is saying real, Kaylee's saying fake, Laura's saying real, although she's not using the word real, which is very naughty of you.
Wowee.
Yeah, you're saying true.
Oh, really?
Let's go with real, shall we? So she's saying real. Chivalrous Tube is saying real. Gawain saying real. Such pressure. I'm going to stick by real. Okay.
This one is actually real.
Really?
That weird noise as well was Laura sneezing. So bless you, dear. She's downstairs. I can hear her through the floor. Well, hey, yeah. So Chivalrous Tube gets it right for a change. Blue Lady, unfortunately, your 100% correct streak has died. Oops, one wrong. I know. You're doing well though. You're doing better than everybody else. Henry Perez, hello to you. You're in the house. I need to do one of these. Hello to you. We are currently playing. Shush. We are currently playing Real or Fake. Laura said celebration sneeze. Okay. So yeah, quite a few people got that one right. So Gawain got that right. I think Kaylee, unfortunately, you're the only one who got that wrong on that occasion. Everyone else, I think, got it right. Yeah. So Henry, for your benefit, if you haven't already played this, and I think you probably have, I'm not sure. This is real or fake, so I'm going to tell you a story, and you can tell me whether it's real or fake. So far, we've just said bonobo chimpanzees were called bonobo chimpanzees because they were labelled incorrectly. They actually come from a place called Balobo in Zaire, and they were labelled incorrectly. So they were classified when they got back to England incorrectly. Okay, so number 6. You can buy a flying bike.
Wowee.
But is that real or fake?
Real or fake?
Okay, so British inventors, listen to the name. There's a little hint, maybe. So British inventors John Foden and Yannick Reed invented the flying bicycle that runs on biofuel. It doesn't look like that, by the way. It doesn't look like that. The motor turns a huge fan that can propel the bike at 25 kilometers per hour and fly at around 4,000 feet, which is pretty high. They didn't reach their funding total, pardon me. So when they tried to take the company public, they didn't reach their funding total, and I'm guessing not enough people wanted a flying bike for some reason to make it commercially viable. I think that's a bit of a shame. But they now do offer their inventive services in order to make one-off flying bikes according to the original designs. So I guess they're not one-off flying bikes. But you still can buy flying bikes. According to the original results. So that's not really the point about whether or not it's original. The question is, can you buy a flying bike? Is that real or fake?
Real or fake?
Okay, so Blue Lady has said number 6 is fake. Chivalrous Tube has said 6 is real. Gawain is saying real as well. Kaylee's saying it's fake. Laura hasn't responded yet, and I don't know whether Lynn's still watching, and Henry hasn't responded either yet. So if you could let me know whether you think you can buy a flying bike, that would be good. Where would they put the seatbelt, said Blue Lady. She has a point. Laura said it's real. I don't know whether you would have a seatbelt on a flying bike. I mean, I suppose you're fairly unlikely to hit most things, so maybe you wouldn't need a seatbelt. But then, if I was 4,000 feet up in the air, I'd want a seatbelt. If I was on a bike, that's for sure. The names didn't really help. Are those the guys who made the Hagrid's motorbike in the movies? Interesting. One was on sale on Facebook Marketplace the other day. Pick up only. Really?
Oh, really?
Are you trying to throw everybody off the scent? That seems very, very unlikely. But, okay, I'll believe you. If you fly it at 4,000 feet... Yeah, if you fly it at 4,000 feet, you might need a seatbelt. I'd certainly want a seatbelt. So,
This one is actually real.
yeah, this one's actually real.
Really?
Blue Lady said, I've sold mine already.
Wowee.
So Laura said that there was one on for sale on Facebook Marketplace the other day in Clifton. Now, if there's going to be anywhere where you're selling a flying bike, it probably would be Clifton, because they've got loads of money and probably more money than sense up there. But I'm surprised, because these things are ridiculously expensive. Basically, they've got two fans, one at either end, and it works similar to a drone. So they sort of come up like that, and then they sort of twist. Yeah. I think they might even have 4 fans. Yeah, and they've got like little rubber stoppers, so it does a vertical takeoff and landing. But then it can also sort of hover. If anyone's seen, what was it? The Wrath of Khan, the new Wrath of Khan Star Trek film. It looks surprisingly like the Star Trek bike. Yeah, I'm pretty sure is it that one where the drone is flying it? I think that's what he's doing. Or no, it might be Looper with Bruce Willis and that guy from Inception. So yeah, they've got one of those. Now explain why the names sound familiar. I don't know. Probably because you've heard the names before, but they are genuine names. So Yannick Reed and John Foden. So if you had heard those names before, then that'd be why. Alrighty, so here we go. Number 7. Oh, it's upside down. It's not supposed to be upside down. I didn't realise it was. But there we are. So Alfred Hitchcock, master of horror, director of Murder, Psycho and The Birds, considered himself an ovophobe. And that is someone who is simply terrified of eggs. 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 But is that real or fake? And I decided to get rid of the egg because it was upside down. But yeah, so is it real or fake? So this is number 7, by the way. So if it's real, type in 7 real. And if it's fake, type in 7 fake. So despite there being so many birds on the set of Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds, Alfred Hitchcock himself was terrified of eggs. And he tried to explain to an interviewer why he was frightened of those eggs. In an interview in 1963, he said, "I'm frightened of eggs, worse than frightened, they revolt me. The white round thing without any holes, and when you break it, inside there's that little yellow thing, round without any holes." I don't know whether he just wanted holes. Blood is jolly red, but egg yolk is yellow, revolting. I've never tasted it. But is that real or fake?
Real or fake?
Laura said real. Excellent. You said that the names might help. Well, they might, if you know these people. So Chivalrous Tube said, I've seen people scared of pickles, so 7 is real. I've heard of weirdophobia, said Kaylee Christensen. I guess you two kind of agree with each other. So Kaylee's gone with 7 real as well. Laura said 7 is real. And Chivalrous Tube said a yellow thing. Yeah, so according to the interview, it said inside there's that yellow thing. Apparently, by the way, if you crack an egg into a bowl and then you rub your fingers on a peeled garlic clove, you can just pick up the yolk with your fingers.
Wowee.
I might try that, just as a bit of a laugh, but I've seen it happen. I've seen a video of it, but whether or not that's real, I'd be interested. I'm quite curious. I might ask my brother. He's a chef and he would probably know that sort of thing. Yeah, rub it with some garlic and just pick it up. And you can pick it up just like anything, whatever. Don't encourage him, Matt. Yeah, I probably will. I'm probably going to go straight downstairs after this stream and do it. Oh, okay, so I don't know whether Blue Lady has responded. Oh, yes, she has. 7 is probably real. Okay, so we've got Kaylee saying it's real, Laura saying it's real, Shiverous Tube saying it's real. I don't know whether Gawain has said anything. Henry hasn't responded either. And I think Lynn has probably disappeared. So, Gawain, I think your last reel was on number 6. So if you're still watching, please do let me know. It will be an experiment. Oh, dear me.
Wowee.
Yeah, that's all you're getting. While you're at it, put garlic on your feet. Yeah, that's a good point. I should. Totally should. I actually quite like the smell of garlic. We went for a walk a couple of weeks back. Was it last week? Laura will know. I think it was the week before last, maybe. It might have been last week. I can't remember. I've slept since then. And there was wild garlic everywhere. And the whole woodland smelled delicious. I just wanted to eat it. There were loads of people picking stuff as well. They were picking like leaves and stuff. I actually went up to one of them and said, "Excuse me, what are you planning on doing with that?" It wasn't like an accusatory thing. I was genuinely curious, and they just went, I know speak. No, I don't speak." And she couldn't even say the sentence. I can't speak English. And I was just like, awkward. Bye. She was there going, I not speak. I not speak. It was almost like talking to a sort of half-formed computer. So, yeah, I did harass a Chinese bird. Poor lady. She had bags of the stuff, though. It was like, I don't know. But the problem is with wild garlic, it all grows at ground level, and there were lots of dogs, if you know what I'm saying.
Wowee.
So, yeah, I don't think I would want it. It was, pretty gross. Right, what are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, yeah, Alfred Hitchcock, number 7, upside down egg. Right. Is that real or fake?
Real or fake?
Was Alfred Hitchcock genuinely afraid of eggs?
This one is actually real.
Yes, he was.
Really?
Really? Did she really say that, or are you just exaggerating? Exaggerating. Oh, dear me. That's all you get. Yeah, that's all you get.
Wowee.
Really funny.
Oh, really?
No, right, actually it was quite good. And yeah, she pretty much did. Neil got in a strop. I didn't. I was just like, I think the strop that you're talking about is when you disappeared and just ran away because you were afraid of confronting people and actually talking to humans. I think that might have been what you meant. Right, come on, this one's exceptionally funny. No, it's not. It's excruciating, that's what that is. Okay, shall we go on to number 8? Right, pigeons. Yeah, so here we go. Number 8. Nowadays, more messages are sent via carrier pigeon than are sent by fax. But is that real or fake?
Real or fake?
Okay, so fax was prevalent in the 1980s as a way of encoding visual data into packages to be sent down a phone line. Pardon me. So this was like an early internet modem, I suppose. And in fact, the internet dial-up sound, the sort of the dial-up sound that many people remember from sort of the 90s, I suppose, was essentially the same as a fax machine. So it allowed the scanning of documents. So a fax, this is not carrier pigeons. A fax allowed the scanning of documents and the use of a phone to send data from one place to another, and this was pretty useful back in 1980s. But in 1988, CompuServe popularised email, and in 1994 the World Wide Web was made public and email became huge with the advent of Hotmail, Angelfire and Yahoo taking prime spots. Nowadays, fax is relegated to law firms that use it to send specialist documents and specialist enthusiast groups. So while competitive pigeon racing has seen a resurgence in recent years and over great distances, especially including in Australia, pigeons are widely used in the outback and bushland areas because it's cheaper and more reliable to use pigeons than using fax. So more people use carrier pigeons than fax machines. But is that real or fake?
Real or fake?
Laura said #married life. Love you, darling. Right, real pigeon. Okay, that's a real pigeon. That's not the question, but thank you. As far as I know, it's a real pigeon, or at least a picture of a real pigeon. A fake picture of a real pigeon. Okay, so Laura's saying it's real. Kaylee's saying it's real. Laura's saying, I always thought the fax machine was a scary thing when I worked at the CSA. To be honest, when I worked at Lyons Davidson, so that was a law firm, if that helps, I didn't really use it very often. I just used email, although some people did still use it. So, like the other side, the opposing counsel, they would use it sometimes. Chivalrous Tube said it's fake. So we've got Laura saying it's real, Kaylee saying it's real, Chivalrous Tube saying it's fake, and I'll check the other line. Blue Lady says it's fake. Okay, so that's real, fake. Okay, so Chivalrous Tube has gone with Blue Lady again. No, 8 is real. Okay, so he's changed his mind now. So we've got real from Laura, real from Kaylee, real from Chivalrous Tube, who's now said, oh, then fake.
Wowee.
Are we going with the first one? I don't know. Okay. All right. This is going to be the last call, right? Last call. So, real or fake?
Real or fake?
Okay, he's done a little laughing emoji, so I think... No, you can't go with both. No. It's either real or fake. In fact, I'm going to take your last answer. So, it's fake. Okay, all right. So, nowadays, more people send fax, send carrier pigeon. God, I can't even speak. Nowadays, more people send carrier pigeons than fax machines. Is that real or fake?
I'm afraid it's a stinking fake.
Are you okay? Breathe. It's probably my rum and coke. I don't know. I'll blame that. Right. Yeah. So no, that's utterly nonsense. I did fool a couple of you though, I think. So yeah, I fooled Laura and Kaylee, and initially Chivalrous Tube, who then changed his mind when he realised that Blue Lady, the current champ, said no, it's nonsense. Don't be so ridiculous. So yeah, I made it all up. Okay, number 9 then. Let's do this. Okay. Kevin Bacon founded an organisation that rehomes factory farmed pigs, but is that real or fake?
Real or fake?
Laura said, I'd like a carrier pigeon. Now, earlier she was watching a video, I think it was on TikTok, of basically like a shoe scrubber, a shoe brush thing. And all these shoe brushes were sort of aligned like this. And there was this tortoise sort of walking through it like a car wash and then sort of scraping himself and just sort of rocking back and forth against these really rough bristled shoe brushes, and it looked really, really cute. So I think she wants a tortoise and now a pigeon. It's Percy. Is that Percy the pig? Percy the pig? I want a turtle. A tortoise turtle, same sort of thing. A lot of people call tortoises turtles. And they're not. They're totally different things. So if they've got flippers, then they're a turtle. If they've got feet, then they're a tortoise. There you go. You need to put up the link. Do I? So cute. I was joking. I don't think you were joking. I think you want both. I definitely want a tortoise. Okay, so Kevin Bacon founded an organisation that rehomes factory-farmed pigs. The Bacon No More Foundation was formed by movie star Kevin Bacon to buy factory-farmed pigs that were intended to be turned into bacon. So just buying them. He doesn't sort of rescue them as such. He just buys them off the farmer. So that they, rather than being turned into bacon, they basically live out the rest of their natural life on a proper farm in lush green fields in Iowa. So Kevin Bacon has reached out to other celebrities to help with the cause, most notably British ex-Blue Peter presenter come radio DJ Richard Bacon, who is planning a similar endeavour in the UK under the Bacon No More Foundation. But is that real or fake?
Real or fake?
No, I was joking about it being Percy. Okay, fair enough. Kaylee is saying 9 is fake. Laura's saying it's she's going to say real. Chivalrous Tube has said real. And I think I've just got something on my phone as well. What was the question again? Okay, so the question was, Kevin Bacon founded an organisation that rehomes factory-farmed pigs, and it's called the Bacon No More Foundation. It was formed by movie star Kevin Bacon to buy factory-farmed pigs that were intended to be turned into bacon so that they can live out the rest of their natural life in green fields in Iowa. Kevin Bacon has reached out to other celebrities to help with the cause, most notably British ex-Blue Peter presenter come radio DJ Richard Bacon, who is planning a similar endeavour in the UK. But is that real or fake? Probably real. Probably real. I saw something about him recently with pigs. Okay. So, Chivalrous Tuber said real, Laura said real, Kaylee said fake, and Blue Lady, it doesn't say Blue Lady on here, I'm really sorry. Blue Lady has said probably real. Okay, so, is that real or fake? Come on, Frank.
I'm afraid it's a stinking fake.
Yeah, sorry. No, I actually went, for this one, I went on a website that has plausible but untrue facts. So it's plausible, but it's not true. No, Kevin Bacon has nothing to do with bacon as far as I know. And he certainly hasn't formed anything called the Bacon No More Foundation and got Richard Bacon involved as well. That would have been cool, but no, he didn't. So as far as we know, anyway. Okay, number 10, and this is the final one. But before I do that, I have a bit of an update. That one is good because I've seen a very similar story. Yeah, the thing is that there are similar stories that have been unsubstantiated, been touted about. And it's almost like it's become a zeitgeisty thing that people think it's true and it isn't. So that's one of the things that was on this website it's come across as real, but it's just not. And it's so not real that most people think it is real, if that makes sense. Okay, so I do have a bit of an update about one of my previous real or fakes before we come on to the final real or fake for today. A few weeks ago we mentioned that, or I mentioned that the snow of the Sierra Nevada mountains is pink and smells like watermelon, and that is real, it's not fake. So watermelon snow is also called snow algae, pink snow, red snow or blood snow, not yellow snow, that's something different, don't eat that. In fact, don't eat red or blood or pink or snow algae or watermelon snow either. It's a phenomenon caused by Chlamydiomonas nivalis, and I think it might even be related to chlamydia. I do wonder. I'm not sure. I think it might be. It's a species of green algae containing a secondary red carotenoid pigment in addition to chlorophyll. And unlike most species of freshwater algae, it's cryophilic, which means that it likes the cold and it thrives in freezing water. The red algae pigment acts not only as a kind of sunblock against the damaging visible and ultraviolet radiation of the sun, but it also absorbs heat for the algae to use so that it can survive in the snow. It can also survive in ice and freezing temperatures. So Scottish botanist Robert Brown discovered the algae in the 19th century, and until then it was assumed to be wild animals killing and leaving seeping blood in the snow. but until the 19th century, it was kind of assumed to be that, and then Scottish botanist Robert Brown discovered that actually it wasn't. But it never really explained the watermelon flavour. I say flavour, it's more like a smell. However, if you expect it to taste exactly like watermelon, you would be disappointed. While it smells like watermelon, and we have covered the smell and taste connection on this channel before, they are very closely related in terms of scents. In fact, if you put pear under your nose and bite an apple, it'll taste like pear, and vice versa. So you can get very easily confused. They are closely linked, and the snow is not edible to humans. Don't eat it. It's actually very, very highly toxic, and it could even be lethal, so maybe it is related to chlamydia after all. Nobody seems to know why it smells like watermelon, but it does, so there you go. That's a good one. Yeah. Okay, you did more research, but it is a watermelon. It's not a watermelon, no, it smells like it. Watermelon is 92% water and snow is water. Yes, but that 8% can kill you. So, there you go. Okay, so let's move on to number 10. This is the final real or fake for today, which I probably should do this. Oh no, sorry. So let's do some real or fake.
Real or fake?
Okay. It's a nice piece of jelly. So as far as anyone knows, having a butt is a pretty permanent thing. That's not what I'm talking about. So it's a pretty permanent thing for most animals most of the time. But there is one animal, and as far as we know, only one animal, that only has an anus when it is pooping. And when it stops pooping, the anus itself actually vanishes. Not only seals up, but it's just not visible. Not even on a microscope. But is that real or fake?
Real or fake?
Okay, so the final one today is about the comb jelly, also known as the warty comb jelly, the sea walnut, or the Nuiopsis ladii. I wrote it phonetically so I can pronounce it. Nuiopsis ladii. I think that's right. And it's got a disappearing butt.
Wowee.
But is that real or fake? That's the question.
Real or fake?
So Sydney Tam of the Marine Biological Laboratory in Woods Hole, Massachusetts, told New Scientist, that's a magazine, that there, and I quote, "There is no documentation of a transient anus in any other animals that I know of. It is not visible when the animal is not pooping. There is no trace under the microscope. It's invisible to me." Now, just to be completely clear, there are transient anuses in some species, like the lobster, which I think I've mentioned on this channel before, who prefer to pee out of their head by the time they become fully grown adults. But as far as we know, this is the only animal that only has an anus when it needs it. But is that real or fake?
Real or fake?
Shiverous Tube said, if that's real, then it's hilarious. If that's true.
Wowee.
Yeah, it's not true though, is it?
Oh, really?
It's whether it's real or fake. Not true or fake, real. Laura said, I'm back, my phone died. Boo, that's rubbish. So yeah, Kaylee said 10 is real. Shiverous Tube said 10 is real. Laura said back, my phone died. So this isn't actually the jellyfish that I'm talking about, but yeah, that's not the jellyfish. That's just a jellyfish. So if you're asking whether or not that's the comb jellyfish, I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure it isn't. Hey, you said true earlier as well. Yeah, but it's my show. So I'm allowed. But is that real or fake?
Real or fake?
Okay, Laura said, only caught the end, but that sounds real. Not sure how it would work logistically. So the whole idea is that the comb jellyfish only has an anus when it needs to poo. And when it doesn't, it not only seals up, it just doesn't exist. The anus itself is even under a microscope, just not there. But is that real or fake? Interesting idea. So I think we've got 5 concurrent viewers. So we've got Laura saying, I think, did she say real? Sounds real. Okay. Blue Lady said it's real. Shiverous Tube said it's real. Kaylee said it's real. And I don't know who else is on, but we've only got 4 people. Kaylee and Shiverous Tube, Laura, Blue Lady. Who else is here? Because someone isn't voting. Boo. Who would put a jellyfish under a microscope? Well, I'm guessing it would be Sydney Tam of the Marine Biological Laboratory in Woods Hole, Massachusetts. You. I probably would, yeah, why not? Let's do it. Okay, let's say whether this is real or fake.
This one is actually real.
Really?
Yeah, this one's actually real, which is utterly bonkers.
Wowee.
I know. Crazy enough to be real, said Blue Lady. Yeah, absolutely. I don't quite have anything more to say about that, but yeah, the comb jellyfish, the warty comb jellyfish, the what else they call it, the sea walnut or the Nuiopsis ladii, has a butt only when it needs it, which is
Wowee.
I don't know. I kind of respect that to a certain extent. I don't know. I just don't know what to say. It does seem like a bit of a waste of energy to sort of make it disappear and then bring it back when it's needed. But I don't know. Maybe there's some sort of evolutionary reason for it. Who knows? So that is real or fake for tonight, I'm afraid. I know, but hopefully you enjoyed it and thought it was good.
Ew, boogers.
I don't use that one enough. I wonder if it gets the squits. Can it open its butt quick enough? Asking for a friend. Yeah, good question. Exactly. Oh dear me, Shiverous Tube. Too much energy to make it disappear. Yeah, it does seem like a bit too much, doesn't it? And Blue Lady has said the buttless warty jellyfish. Yeah, it should be called the buttless jellyfish, shouldn't it? That would be awesome. Yeah, I think that's what they should call it. Yeah, but no, I think they should call it the buttless jellyfish. I think that would be amazing. Anyway.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's pretty much it from me for now, I think. Please do click that like button, subscribe, ding that bell button to be notified of future uploads. You can also have a look over on my Etsy store for all of these wonderful potions. They're available now. I've got a whole load of really cool stuff coming up pretty soon as a result of my Cricket Maker. So I'm extremely excited about that. It should be excellent. And next week's show is all about eggs. I don't know why I didn't just take the whole Alfred Hitchcock egg thing and move that across to Easter. That would have been good. Extremely explosive show today. Good job. Oh, thank you very much. That's no yoke. That's a bit of a stretch, isn't it? It's all white. It'll be all white on the... Oh, never mind. I have all 3 of those in my glass cabinet right now. What, all of these? Yeah, I suppose you do, really, don't you? Cool. You're such a good egg. Oh, dear me. Thank you. That's very kind. So I think that's pretty much it from me for now. If you haven't already joined, the links are down in the description. If you haven't seen my shop, the links are down in the description. If you want to give me loads of money, the links are down in the description. Become a member, the links are down there. Become a patron, links are down there. Basically, the links are down there for pretty much everything you could possibly ever want. The egg puns are just on another level. Yeah, they are today. I know, it's utterly nonsense. The only thing we haven't done today, actually, is this. Just goes on for a little bit too long, doesn't it? Oh dear. Right, well, thank you ever so much for watching. You're awesome. And I will see you again next time with some more magical awesomeness. But until next time, as always, stay magical.
Stay magical.
Hello. Remember to like this video, comment if you have anything interesting to say, subscribe and ding that bell to turn on notifications of next time Neil goes live or uploads anything. You can also become a patron at Patreon or join as a member of this channel by clicking the link below that looks like this. Members get special benefits like a wizard apparition license, 10% off everything in the shop, and I'll even say hello to you by name on the live stream every Saturday night at 6 PM UK time. Membership starts at £1.99 per month. It's well worth it. You get loads of peanuts for that. That's all for now. See you soon.